Fauna Surveying at Hagedorn Helidon by Alicia Serrage. The vertebrate fauna community is a naturally dynamic group with an accelerated rate of change, increasing along with the modifications made to the environment by humans. For many of the environments in Australia, the extent of change is largely unrecorded, with this lack of information calling for an increase in fauna surveys, southeast Queensland included. With the environment coming under increased pressure, increased monitoring of population densities and species diversity is needed to aid in the conservation of Australia's ecosystems. Fauna sampling is a method of monitoring a population that could be under stress or assist researchers in preventing environmental pressures in an area by collecting a set of data that gives an accurate representation of the fauna that resides in that environment. The aims of this survey is for students to gain knowledge and understanding of the purpose of fauna surveys, become skilled in trapping vertebrate animals, collaborate data sets to produce complete results, and recognizing the environmental factors that could influence the fauna results. Helidon Hills is just over 105 kilometres from Brisbane, Queensland, where the Hagedorn property is situated. This private property encompasses approximately 100 hectares and is mostly made up of open sclerophyll forest dissected with sandstone outcrops. The main vegetation for the Helidon Hills area, including the Hagedorn property, is eucalyptus and ironbarks, with Eucalyptus helidonica and Eucalyptus taurina being significant plants in that area. Vertebrate fauna surveys were conducted within 3 sampling sites on the Hagedorn property. A team consisting of 1 University of Queensland staff member and between 4 to 5 students were assigned to each site. Each site contained 5 transects of 10 Elliott traps spaced 5 metres apart, 1 transect of 5 cage traps and 1 transect of 5 pitfall traps. There was also soil plots marked for each site, but these were not a part of any transects. Elliott traps were baited using a peanut butter and honey mixture, while cage traps were baited using strawberry jam sandwiches. Pitfall traps included drift fences that ran 5 metres either side of the trap. Traps were checked both days around 6:30 a.m, with animals collected being processed at the meeting place on day 1 and processed at the site of capture on day 2. Relative abundance of species caught can be seen represented in this graph, where a total of 25 animals were caught and 0.7 were possums, 0.1 were lizards, 0.1 were cane toads, and 0.01 were house mice. The successfulness of the traps used are represented by this graph shown, with Group 1 having the highest number of non-operational traps being 39. In conclusion, the results show that the majority of species were common brush-tailed possums and Elliott traps were the most non-operational traps throughout the trial period.